Good morning. How are you? There's Anne coming on. Yay, Anne's here. I guess your foot's better.
Getting better.
Good, awesome. Okay, so today we have these bands, a lighter one and a heavier one. And we have heavy weights. That's what we're doing today. So make sure you have some water and a towel. We're going to do a quick little 5-minute warm up and then get right into it. So let's take a nice big deep breath. Reach the arms really wide and pull them out and get them nice and straight. And now you're going to make a fist. You're going to bring the elbows into the side of the body and push them as far back as you can, and then squeeze them together. While you do this, you pull the belly in towards the spine. Take them wide again. So while you take them wide, you're also trying to broaden through your shoulders, right? You know that. Okay, squeeze them back. And one more time, up. And back. Now you're going to hold them back. You're going to fold halfway down. You got your feet nice and wide, and then come back up. Make sure the belly is drawing up and in. And you want to try to keep your legs straight if you can, but this will help you warm them up. Okay, on this one, you're going to release your hands to your thighs. You're just going to slide them down your legs. Keep your spine long. Maybe you can get to your ankles. Just hold here without rounding the back. So you're lifting through the chest. I want you to drift your weight backwards and then shift it forward. And just oscillate between the two very slowly and carefully because your hands are not on the floor. Now find a nice little comfy place between front and back that feels nice and stable. Take your hands to the floor out in front of the feet. You're going to bring the left arm out to the side like an airplane. And then you're going to lift that left shoulder up and take your gaze and follow the arm. And then put it down. You're going to stay on that same side. You're going to do it 2 more times. Lift and lower. You don't want the hips to shift, so keep them nice and square and your feet evenly weighted. Switch to the right arm now. Lift from the shoulder and then lower. And lift and lower. And one more time and lower. Now you're going to round your back, let your head go, totally unweight the upper body. Walk your fingers as far forward as you can get them, fingertips only on the floor. And shift your hips back, so you're creating a little tug of war here. So you should feel a nice stretch through the side body, your lats. Hold on that spot, breathe 3 more times, make sure your head is just hanging where it feels good. And relax the hands down to the floor. You're going to take baby steps with the hands and start walking forward. We're going to meet in a high plank position. You're going to bring your feet in so they're hip width apart with your shoulders over your wrists. Hold on this spot, breathe 3 times. Nice. Now put your knees down on the floor. Keep your toes tucked under. We're going to take the hips back over the heels. And you're going to slide your hands to the corners of the mat. Chest is what you want going down towards the floor here. Let's keep the forearms from touching the floor. And now come back up. Let's meet on all fours. We're going to do some cat-cows here. So rounding the back, pushing away from the earth. You really ideally want to get as much space between the shoulder blades as you can. Once you're there, shift your hips back a little bit towards your heels and then bring them forward a little bit. And just keep rocking it forward and back while you hold that space in your upper back. Now drop into the shoulders, take your gaze forward. So we've created a big arch in the back. Just hold here. And now flip it around again. Make sure your head is looking at your knees. Your neck should be nice and relaxed. Start that shift back and forward. And drop into the shoulders. And you're in this position, you want to be mindful to really do a good job with that belly. And flip it, look at your knees, shift your hips back. Now let's meet in a neutral spine. Take your right arm forward with the palm facing the midline of the body. Slide the left foot backwards. Lift that left foot up. Bring your knee and elbow to meet in the middle. Rounding the back when you do this. Take it back out, extend really long. All fours back down, switch sides. Left arm forward, right leg back, lift it up. Make sure it's straight. Knee and elbow meet in the middle, rounding your back. Take it out long. Back on all fours. Toes are tucked under. We're going to meet in a small downward dog. Start to go up onto the toes and lower the heels. Come back, meet me in your bear. And now take it back to that small dog. Pushing the legs straight. Back to bear. This is waking up your core. Back to that small dog. Walk your hands all the way back towards your feet. Look through your knees to the back of the room. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, look up. Exhale, fold. One last time. Inhale, look up. Hold on this spot. Bend your knees. Straighten them. Bend them. And straighten. And just keep going. Now, if you're ready to advance, the arms come up so you're in a low squat, and then the arms go back to the floor when your legs are straight. Do two more. Now hold on this spot, come all the way back up to standing, sweep your arms all the way up to the ceiling. Straight up, get them long if you can. And then relax by your side. Little balance challenge, pick up your left foot. Circle the ankle. Go the other way. And point and flex. Switch sides. Switch it. And point and flex. Okay, take your feet hip width apart. Nice big deep breath. We're going to go up and over to the left. And then center. And then up and over to the opposite side. And center. And let's do a nice slow swan dive all the way down. Reach your arms really long. Let the head go. Walk out to plank. So we're all in high plank. We're here for 3 breaths. Drop the chest down towards the floor a little bit so your upper back is nice and flat. And now we're taking it to a regular size downward facing dog. 3 big breaths. Now we're gonna lift one foot up and then switch and lift the other. Keeping the hips nice and square. Just start walking the feet up and down. Warming up your butt cheeks, your hammies. This is your last part of the warm up before we pick up those heavy weights. Do a few more. Okay, so from your high plank position, you're gonna hold here just for 3 more breaths. Now we're gonna take baby steps with our hands all the way back to our feet. You're gonna inhale to a flat back. Reverse swan dive all the way back up. Flip your palms, hold the arms parallel to the floor and sweep them back. Try to move the hands towards the back of your room. Now let the palms face forward. Bring the wrists over the elbows and then the hands forward. And then lift and lower and lift and keep going. Nice job. 4 more. Keep the elbows back. 3, 2. Hold them parallel to the floor. Let the elbows come into the side of the body. Get a little blood flow back to your hands. And then sweep them back up. And lower and lift. While you do this, keep moving your elbows backwards. A couple more. And here's your last one. Flip those hands back up, sweep them up to the ceiling, lift out of those hips. You're trying to get taller from the top of your head, growing the spine, creating space between the vertebrae. And then relax. Okay, we are ready. Pick up those heavy weights. We're going to start alternating between a squat and a deadlift. So here we go. Feet hip width apart. You're going to hold the weights so your palms face open while you're in this position. And then while you squat down, you're going to turn them so they face in. Come back up, open them. Now turn them and then open them. Do it 3 more times so you get comfortable with the exercise. And then we're going to add in the deadlift. Okay, here we go. So the hands are in. Now you're coming down with the straight leg, back up, open them. Do that 3 more times. Straight leg down, palms open at the top. Proud out your chest and pull in the stomach. Lower and open. And lower and open. Okay, here we go. Squat, open at the top. Deadlift, open at the top. Squat. You got it, right? We're going to do 4 more. So it's not really about going super duper fast. It's about perfecting the movement pattern. Good form is where it's at. Okay, 2 more. When you open at the top, you should feel the shoulder blades squeeze together, right? Whoops, I think I did a squat instead of a deadlift. Oh, well, they're both good for us. Okay, put them down. And give our hands a bit of a break. We're going to take it to the floor. We're going to use the easier band of the 2. We're just gonna warm up the arms a little bit before we start to work them with these heavy weights. So just take the band around your wrist. Create a stretch in the band. So pull the band apart. Hold that. Pilates style down. So you're lying all the way down, but go down really slowly. Keep the band tight. Once the head is on the floor, take the arms back. This is your like nice big stretch. And then bring it forward with the band tight. Lift your head up, roll up, reach forward. So the spine is long right here. Normally in a regular Pilates sit-up, we would have flexion. But right now we're just getting these arms ready to work. C-curve the spine, come back down. Take the arms all the way back. You're spreading your fingers nice and wide. Maybe the thumbs touch the floor and then come back up. Keep your band as tight as you can. Roll it up. So now you're like in staff pose, but you're going to lean forward. I'm going to do it just one more time. C-curve the spine, come on back down. Take the arms all the way back. Come back forward. And get rid of your band. Now we pick up these heavy weights. We're going to start out with chest presses. We got lots of upper body work to do. So wrists are neutral, super important. Rock that pelvis up so you feel your lower back on the floor. Your legs are bent. You're going to come down with the elbows going out to the side. Back of the arms to the floor, press back up. Exhale out. Inhale going down. Exhale out going up. Keep going. Lots of control. Look at your wrists, make sure they're nice and neutral. And while you're pressing that lower back into the floor, because you've tilted up your pelvis, I want you to mindfully pull the stomach down. Like do it on purpose, purposefully. That's what I meant to say. Keep these arms going. The weights touch at the top, and I want you to squeeze the chest and then lower back down. So your consistent pace going up and down. Whatever it is, you choose it, but own it. And hopefully, we've graduated to a heavier weight. Don't ever be shy to try. It's all about exploring. You'd be amazed at what you can do when you put your mind to it. Remember your breathing. Super important. These muscles need oxygen, especially when you're challenging them. Okay, we're going to squeeze in 3 more. Maybe go a little quicker. And put the weights down. Time to give our wrists and our hands a little break. Now we're going to take the heavier band. So I'm using the black one. Take it around your ankles. I'm going to grab a quick sip of water. Cheers, guys, to the holidays. Okay, legs up. Band just above the ankles. You can flex your feet or point them. It doesn't really matter. Open wide, as wide as you can. And then close slowly. And do it again. Open as wide as you can. Close slowly. Open. And close. This should feel challenging right out of the gate. So if it doesn't, Please try harder. You can also explore new angles. Maybe the feet go a little further out, challenging your core more. Now I want you to hold it out and go out and in an inch. Now hold it out. Get wider. Go out and in an inch. Hold it out. Get wider. Fight for it. Out and in an inch. All the way in. All the way out. Do it again. Do it again. Okay, bend the knees, pull them into the chest. A little reprieve before we change the exercise. We're still going to use the band, so don't take it off. Okay, let's move the band up above the knees. Just above the knees. Put your feet down as close to your butt as you can get them. You ready? Pick your butt up, rolling up the pelvis, pressing through the heels. Feet are hip width apart. Draw the belly in, purposefully. Open the legs. Close them slowly. Open. And close. And open. Feeling this in your outer hips, I hope. Now, when you open and close these, you're going slow and you're doing your best to keep the butt up. So it should not be going up and down. It's just the legs going out and in. Now hold them out as wide as you can. You're on your feet. So whatever range of motion you have, even if you're on the sides of your feet, the outer part, that's okay. Give me a pulse out an inch and in an inch while you keep your hips up. Okay, now make your feet wider apart, maybe 2 or 3 inches wider, and do the same thing, out an inch, in an inch. Hold it out. Go out further. Lift your hips higher. Draw the belly down. Pulse it. Hold it out. Lower one vertebrae at a time while you hold it out. Nice job. Let the knees come together. You can keep the bend there. It's not going to do any harm. Squeeze your knees. Walk your feet further out. Now roll the pelvis up so the low back is on the floor, and then roll it down while you squeeze your knees. Roll it up and roll it down. One more time. Take the hips all the way back up while you squeeze your knees. Lower back down slowly. It's all about the knees. Lift up and lower down. And one more time. And lower down. Okay, get rid of the band. We're going to grab one of your heavy weights and we're going to do some skull crushers, working our triceps. So you hold both ends of the weight. You got the legs bent and your lower back on the floor. So weight is centered over the chest, right? Not your face. So that your elbows can be over your shoulders. You want to take a look and you want to keep them there. Now slowly lower the weight down towards the forehead. And slowly go back up. Keep the pace the same, going down, so like 3, 2, 1, and then up, 3, 2, 1. So it's a very slow pace. Okay, we're gonna do 8 more. Don't rush. After we get through the 8, then we'll pick up the pace. So right now it's all about slow and steady. And if you feel shaking in the arms, that's a good thing. Remember to breathe, so you're exhaling out when you press the weight back up. Inhaling on the way down. Okay, let's pick up the pace a little bit. So maybe down on 2 and up on 2. Nothing reckless, nothing too fast. Lots of control. That way we focus on muscle and maintaining form. So the elbow to the shoulder, that part of your arm, never moves in this exercise. So that's your focus, keeping that really still. Do 4 more. Okay, let's put that weight down to the side. You're gonna lie down, you're gonna make a nice little circle with your knees, just to massage your lower back a little bit. Go the other way. Just a little feel-good moment before we transition back to chest presses. So before you pick up your weight, I want you to open, make a fist, and then open, and then just keep doing that a few more times before you grab those heavy weights again. Get some good blood flow to your hands. Okay, let's take hold of those weights. We're right back to the chest presses, only this time, start out making an upside down V at the top. And when you lower those elbows to the floor, they're 45 degrees out from the body. So you change the angle of the press. Low back on the floor, legs are bent, face is relaxed. Breathe as you press up. Just go at a nice, comfortable pace. If your weights are on the lighter side, you can speed up a little bit. But it's all about working a nice range and finding your breath with movement. Five more. Okay, put them down. Stay lying down, bring the knees up and into the chest again. Nice little sway, maybe side to side. Okay, extend the arms all the way backwards, and I want you to clasp the fingers together. Point your toes, your legs are fully extended. Now bring the arms up and all the way forward as far as they'll go, and then take them back again with your hands together. And do that 5 more times, nice and slow. Enjoy the benefits. We're going to get ready for some lat pulls coming up. Keep the ribs down as best you can. Okay, so for lat pulls, you can use 1 or 2 weights, your choice. I'm going to use 1. I'm holding it vertically. I've got my arms straight. I'm going to take the arms back till that weight touches the floor, and then I'm going to bring it forward. Bend your legs, press your lower back and ribs down, and just keep rocking it forward and back. Neck should be nice and long, face relaxed. Lots of control when you take it back. I'm going to do 4 more, and then I'm going to change my grip so that I can get more range of motion through this movement. So I'm going to switch my grip in 2 to horizontal. So here we go. Take both ends of the weight. Take the arms back. Keep your ribs and lower back on the floor. Go up and back 6 more times. Keep the arms straight. So you have to really fight against gravity on this particular exercise, because those arms just want to fall back there. You got to control the pace. Two more. And last one. Okay. Take it to the floor. Grab your hard band again, put it around your ankles. We're going to do 1 more round for these hips. Just above the ankles, lying down in the back, legs up to the ceiling, open wide, and close. Do that 10 times in total. So it's like 3 or 4 counts out, 3 or 4 counts in. It's going to take you a while to get through these 10. Don't rush it. Such a good exercise, working all these muscles at one time. Little muscles. Make sure you're checking before you start to pull them in. Ask yourself the question, did I pull them as far apart as I could? It's not just about getting through the reps, right? It's about perfecting and range of motion. Okay, when you've done 10, hold them out. Make sure your legs are straight. Pulse it. Hold it. Pulse it. Hold it. Wider. Wider. And relax. Get rid of the band. Say goodbye for the day. No more band. We're going to take the bottoms of the feet together with our legs bent and let your knees splay open to the sides. Now you're going to rock so that the right leg touches the floor and then switch sides. Left leg touches the floor. Your legs are bent, your feet are together. We're just rocking those hips from side to side. It should feel like a nice little massage. Great. Okay, extend the legs all the way down along the floor. Flex your feet. Pick up the right leg a few inches off the floor. Make a little circle with that leg. This is a little bit of hip flexor work and quadricep. Change your circle direction. And just hold it up. Make sure you're pushing the heel out, forward. Leg is locked out straight. Go up an inch and down an inch. Go back to the circle inward. It's tiny. Take it out the other way. Keep pushing the heel out while you do this. Go up and down a little bit. Hold. Put that leg down. Roll your feet in and out. Shake it. Shake it, shake it, shake it. Okay, switch sides. Left one up. Pushing the heel out. Keep your hips square. Little circle. While you do this exercise, you're purposefully drawing the belly down. Change directions. Keep it very small. Go up and down. Hold it. Back to your little circle. Go the other way. Up and down. Just hold. And one more round. Circle. Change it. Go up and down. Just hold. And put it down. Open your feet to the corners of your mat and then roll the feet in and out. Just shake out the legs. Take your arms all the way back behind you. Make a fist and then spread your fingers wide. Do that 3 more times. Bring the arms forward, lift your head up, draw the belly down, round your back and come up Pilates style, 1 vertebrae at a time, and then dive between the legs. So you're flexing the spine. Hold here and enjoy this nice little stretch. Okay, come back up to a sitting position. You're going to take the right heel, bring it inside your left leg. All the hard work is done. We're going to do a few stretches. Walk it out. Really try to lower that right knee towards the floor and you're in flexion with your back. Your head is just hanging out where it wants to be. No tension through the upper body. Actively take that right knee down towards the floor. Now we're going to switch this up. Inhale to a flat back. Keep that leg where it is. Take the hands to the outside of the left leg. Walk them as far out as you can and hold on this spot. This is a QL stretch. Feeling this on the right side body towards the lower back. Keep actively taking that right knee down. Take a few more breaths, and then we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Okay, come on up. Extend the right leg out to the corner of the mat. Bring the left foot inside the right leg and roll it down, rounding your back. Actively take that left knee, press it down towards the floor. Keep that as you walk your hands out and over that right foot, both hands on the floor, walk them out as far as you can. And just keep taking that left knee down. Hold and breathe. Big stretch for your left side body. Okay, come on back up. We're going to come up onto our knees. So I would encourage you to find a towel to put under your right knee. You're going to be up on that right knee with your left foot forward. Now, once you get in this position, you're going to take that right knee and slide it back. Let your hips come forward. So we're going for a hip flexor stretch to start and your groin. So you've got your face looking forward and your hips coming forward. Everything is coming forward. Except I've got my spine long and my chest proud. Okay, from here, take your hands up to your left leg. So again, in this position, let the hips come forward. And your right knee should be behind the hips. So now we have an option, if your knee will allow it, is the question. But if you can pick up your back foot and pull it in towards your butt, then you're going to feel a fabulous quadricep stretch. But if it's not good for your knee or it doesn't feel right, stay where we were before we went here. I'm going to release it and I'm going to switch sides. So now I'm going to move the towel under my left knee, take my right foot forward, hips come forward. I've got my hands down on the floor, fingertips only, getting a nice groin and hip flexor stretch. So it should never be about forcing your body into a position. When we stretch, it should be about, feeling a release, feeling a little tug, but nothing crazy. Okay, bring your hands up onto that right leg. Make sure your left knee is behind the hip. Hold on this spot. Now, if you can, pick up your back foot, grab hold of it, pull it in towards the butt. You shouldn't have to get it in far to feel a huge stretch in the front part of that leg. Of course, another way to do this stretch is standing up on one leg. I'm going to release that foot, take my hands down. I'm going to find myself in a quadruped position. We're just going to do some cat-cows here before we leave. So round your back, look at your knees, and then reverse it. And just keep going. Maybe 5 or 6 of these. Okay, from here, small down dog. Walk your hands towards your feet. Completely unweight the upper body. So fold the arms and let your torso hang there. Let your head go. Hopefully you've got your torso close to your legs. Get some good blood flow to your face. And now take your hands above the knees, inhale to a flat back and come all the way back up, nice and slow, big deep breath. And I thank you very much for your power and your strength. Awesome job, ladies. We are done, right?